So, right, we've just loaded the Energizer, the short disc, the rake, and the trailed Energizer at the back. Correct? Yep. So, I didn't film all of it loading because it took us all afternoon, and quite frankly, I'm getting chased out the yard. But Paul has been exceptional once again. Jack, well, he's just turned up. And it's now 4:30, and we're going to go up to Immingham. So
super lovely, marvellous.
Super lovely, marvellous. That's who you got to blame for last week's video. I don't know what I'm doing now. So yeah, we'll get to Immingham, we'll get tipped, and then we'll get another container from Reading. Now then, just popped in here, rammed as usual. Lovely truck stop this. Said to the kind lady, I'm long and wide. She said, what about your lorry? No, she didn't. That was just me. They parked me here on the pump. I mean, this place, I do like it. This is out. If it was bigger, this place would rival anywhere. But it is definitely good enough. Oh, I think that was my ticket I dropped. Yeah, it was. This place was bigger, man. Oh, it would be a right gold mine. Anyway, we ain't gonna be able to film in the docks tomorrow. I've already been in there. No photography. I'll show you in the morning. I'll take a picture where I can take a picture, but that's it. So that lot ain't staying there. Yoink. Right. But I can, you know, you can watch me eating breakfast or something in the morning. Right, catch you in a bit. They say size matters. Janet, that is big. Shouldn't really be filming in here, so I'm gonna have to be a bit sly. But so basically, they're gonna unload me with that. This imbecile's about to move. Rock and roll. You can appreciate how big it is now. It's against a lorry. Right, I'm doing my utmost to be as sly as possible. I'm not allowed to out here, unfortunately. Sports fans, they've got this, so it is what it is at this point. Yep. Well, I mean, you can see how big the machine is now. That 5 metre looks absolutely tiny. Nothing to see here, just a bit of sly recording. Right, the Energizer's off. I'd like to show you more, sports fans, but I really can't. I shouldn't be doing this really, but it is what it is. All in the name of entertainment. Normally these places are full of can't do that, mate, it's illegal. These guys mint. So here we are. Doo-doo, doo-doo. So there's the short disc. We just got the Energizer to go. Yep, it's up. So that's the last of it. They're going to lift the bolster out for me as well. Stick it on there. Bob is your mother's brother. Well, we got in here at 8 and it's now 10. So we're doing well. We got 4.5 to get down to Reading. I don't know whether we're going to do that or not, but we'll give it a go. I don't think we will, but I don't know. I might just go back to Evesham, drop the bolster off, and then might even bring Ellie with me tomorrow. Who knows? We'll have a look. See you in a bit. Righty then, guys. Well, you might wonder why you're sideways. Well, all will be revealed shortly, but I just want to say thank you for watching that, if you made it this far. I know it's a very short video, I know, but yeah, I couldn't really show too much wandering around the yard there because it is the docks, and they are extremely well. They got health and safety, and you know you got to stick to it. It's what it is, you know. Safety third. That's what I always say. So, you know. But anyway, right. While you're on the one, is they are protesting. I say they. Facts aren't never my strong point, but there's some guys here. I think it's the Welsh Regiment of something or another. They'll just become. You're just about to see their tents there in the background. So basically, what it is, they're trying to save RAF Scampton. So there's the. You have a look here. They got all the flags and all hanging up here. Protesting. They've been here for bloody ages. Which way are you going? Big combine. Oh, look at that. Big combine. The old Fergusons. Massive Ferguson. Yeah, building houses there now. Oh, Jesus. We was only there the other day. Hogan's Ghost. Looks like Lincoln Show's going to be a bit smaller next year. I think they're putting a hotel up. Anyway, I'm waffling again. So we'll see if we can put the bolster, because the people at the docks took the bolster out. They are going to hopefully put it inside the container, and then they are going to load the container onto me. That's the plan. Whether it works out like that, again, I don't know. It's all adaptive. But you said last week that it was quite tight backing in there, so I don't think I'd have done it with the bolster in as well, because that makes it 2 and a bit meters longer. So, ooh, this A15 is treacherous. One false move and you're off, over, done, finished, get out, P45. So basically, where I was going with that whole RAF Scampton speech before I got wildly distracted by the buildings and the combine. What I was saying was, I think if we're going to be knocking buildings down, or levelling historical sites of importance, being in Lincolnshire, Bomber County, a lot of history involved around all the airfields here with different campaigns and whatnot. But what I was saying was, if we're going to be knocking buildings down to build new housing centres, I think we should be putting, serving countrymen that are living on the streets, homeless people, people who've, lost their houses through no fault of their own, illnesses, family arguments, whatever, Plenty of homeless in this country living in the streets needlessly, but they don't get a look in. You float yourself up to Dover, come in, have a free house. So, that's where I'm going, and I think that's their view as well. But unfortunately, government doesn't seem to really care about anyone that's helped them. Free for all, isn't it? Open up a discussion in the comments. I mean, I'd love to know what you guys think. I mean, I would imagine where are you going? I would imagine 90% of you would possibly agree with me, and if you don't agree with me, great. I completely welcome that. You're entitled to your opinion. It's what it is. But let us know. I mean, maybe we can send this to Keir Starmer, and perhaps I know he watches, so he might take on board what my 700 people think about. Right. Enough yet again. Sorry, you got to tell me to shut up at times, because I get bored of listening to me, Never mind you lot, so. Right, we'll get down to Reading anyway, like I say, and we'll get that container on. See y'all in a bit. Don't know if you can hear that. We got reggae. I'm in Reading again. Chicken biryani. Never had it before. It is pretty nice. Spicy. If I can remember the name of the place, I'll stick it in here on the video. God, I mean, I like spicy food, I've only had 2 mouthfuls, I'm on fire. That's what you get for going to an authentic, I suppose. Oh, you can tell my mouth's watering. Right, we'll get this back to the yard anyway, and then oh crikey, we'll go from there. Wow, biryani-ish it was called. £3.80, and there was 2 chicken like legs, you know what do you call it, a leg and a wing. Oh man, it was. I wish I'd have got a bread now as well, but I'm not gonna say I got a bit embarrassed, all right, because how can I put this without sounding like a massive bigot or a racist? Because I'm not, because I do have friends of colour, and get on with them well. I grew up with a fella, so you know. But there was a lot of coloured folks, black folks. I don't know what you'd say to be politically correct, you know. And I you know, where I live, there isn't a lot of coloured people. People of colour. I don't know what, you know. I don't know whether I'm offending anyone or making it 10 times worse, but I didn't feel threatened at all. But just being in a different town, surrounded by a lot of different, you know, races and cultures. I mean, there was blatantly one Jamaican guy. I could tell he was Jamaican straight away, but you know, and then yeah, the food though, ooh, fantastismo. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. For £3.80, you ain't getting no better than that, I can tell you. I mean, if you imagine KFC hot wings, I'll go probably 3 times spicier than them. You know, with a supercharger dip, you know? 3 times spicier than that. Oh, it's made the old nostrils sing a bit, I can tell you. And I like spice, don't get me wrong. It was just nice though, because it wasn't always tasty, you know? Anyway, I've stopped giving it the big sell for them, but we're just head on back now. So I know it's another random one, but I'm on holiday now, so I don't care. You lot have got to watch this, not me. I know that's a selfish point of view, but it is what it is. So right, we'll probably tip this off in the morning now, because I'm going to do the same as what I did the other night, go home and then we'll unload in the morning. But I probably won't film that, because you've seen that one last week already. So it'll just be the exact same of that, really, unless anything interesting happens. As always, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Come on! Don't cost you nothing. Stop being so tight. Right, I'll see you later. Are we going from these lights or not? Does it feel like I've moved in? Well, I just thought I'd show you this just as a bit of an extra. If you've ever travelled down the 417 from Swindon direction towards Cheltenham, you used to go down what was Birdlip Hill, or Cricklade Hill, or the Air Balloon Roundabout, whatever you want to call it. Well, you might notice a few differences now, so I just stick this in. That roundabout, that ain't there anymore. So right where we are now used to be a bottleneck like you wouldn't believe. Can't park that there, sir. So now we are in Nettleton Bottom. I said bottom. So Nettleton Bottom. This in a couple years time will be, well, the road will still be here, but I think they're making it into like a walkway or something. But they're doing a whole, so from the old roundabout they're doing a whole flyover that goes all the way around, completely misses all of this bit. So behind us now will be a new road, which they are constructing off to the right hand side of us at the moment, but you can't see any of that because it's all off in the, it's shush, you can't see it, you know. It's considerate construction. I think it's just to keep the NIMBYs happy, but whatever. So yeah, there'll be a new road. This will be non-existent. According to the plans, this will be like an access road to the pub, but it's going to be like a path, I think. So like a one-way kind of, you'll come off the old junction and you'll be able to come through here and get back on it, the new junction. It's not there yet. I've done a really good job of explaining that. No, I haven't. You're right. And welcome back to Merb's Pointless Ramblings. So yeah, on the left where that white fence is, that used to be where the air balloon pub used to be. Those of you that have frequented the, what else? It's got another name as well. I can't. It's something Hill. I can't think now. No, it's gone. So yeah, so the pub used to be down on the left, and if you look to your right, you'll see a lovely dry stone wall, which that will be the exit for the new road to join on to where this roundabout is going to be leveled. All of this is going to be leveled, but the idea is the hill is quite steep coming up from Cheltenham towards Swindon. So what they're doing is taking a God knows how many thousands and thousands of tons out of the right hand side and filling it in on the left hand side to make the hill more gradual. Now that's going to take till 2027. It is quite, well, I mean, even what they've done now, just by taking that roundabout, I mean, that's probably took me 15 minutes to get through here. Normally, this time of the night, you're talking half an hour at least. So just doing that roundabout has made a huge difference. So I can't wait till this is actually finally all graded. I just... So you can see the diggers there working. So they're dragging, that's going to be the new road height, okay? So you can see where it's, how much they've got to take out. This first layer will be the road, that second layer, that's the bit they got to take out. And then all of that, you'll see an enormous hole in a minute where Cricklade tractors used to be. That down there, I actually put a gate in there a few years ago, but I ain't going to keep on about it. So all of that on your, you know, right in the centre of the screen now will all be filled in with millions of tons of rock. So yeah, you can see the height of the road by there. That's the drainage. So that will be the centre of the road, I think. So those black tubes sticking up out of the floor, that will be where all the water that runs down the road will then collect. It'll be dual carriageway both ways, up and down. So yeah, you can see how much of a project it is. I'm quite used to run this way a lot. Don't really come this way much, to be honest now. Oh, they're going to be blowing up stuff there. Look, oh, you can see where they drilled it. Nice little BMX track. I'm glad that's been saved as well, because a lot of time went into making that, and they were going to do a compulsory purchase. I think they're still wrangling some kind of legal thing. I don't really know, but I think it's absolutely excellent for the kids, adults, children, whatever. But the bit that I do like about it, and this is probably the bit because I'm massively lazy, is you can, it's all downhill, so you can jumpy jump all the way downhill, and then if you look here, there's a transit with a bike rack on the back, and so you just sling your bike on there and then they take you back at the top again. No pedaling. How cool's that? Right, that's probably filled her up to 20 minutes, I reckon. So this really is it now. I don't know what we'll be doing next week, because like I said, I'm on holiday and I don't really think it'll work, so it might be really bad next week. So thank you, blessings, that you've got this one. Right, see you on.